NBA is finally back, and today I've been watching some of the games from day 2 of the NBA season, and today we've got a Charlotte Hornets rebuild. The last rebuild you would have seen on my channel was the Brooklyn Nets. If you guys missed that one, definitely go check it out, but we had a lot of luck on our side, and for some reason, the simulation really enjoyed the Brooklyn Nets. For some reason, it was easier than the Boston Celtics, but we're back doing 3-year rebuilds today. I think the only 5-year rebuilds are going to be maybe the Pistons and potentially the Wizards. I think Brooklyn, Wizards, and Pistons are probably going to be the 3 teams that get the 5-season or 5-year rebuilds. But if you want any other teams to get 5 years, definitely let me know down below. Also think about doing some fantasy stuff. So some completely randomly generated rosters. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but let me know. So today, we're going to be looking at the Charlotte Hornets. And obviously led by LaMelo Ball, who only played 60 games in the last 3 seasons, or last 2 seasons, I believe. I think he missed out on quite a few due to injury. So hopefully with injuries off, he has a really good year this year and is able to potentially be an all-star or maybe an MVP caliber. We have Brandon Miller, who had a really good first season, an awesome first season, went number 2 overall in 2023. So he is going to be probably the second piece of this video. We're going to boost up his shot tendency. We're hopefully going to make him into that second star. Miles Bridges, look, he might be an awesome NBA player, but I really don't want this dude on my team long term. He's a bit of a douchebag, so we don't want that on the team. Mark Williams is an awesome center. He's still on that rookie contract. I think we can potentially turn him into such a really good player. He could obviously be maybe a third option behind LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. We also have Nick Richards, who's on a really nice contract there too. I think he might stick around unless we make a big trade to lure in another backup center. Former Mav, Josh Green here. Sad to see him go from my Dallas Mavericks, but he's going to get some more opportunity today in today's video. You have Trey Mann, who is going to be our starting shooting guard in today's video, coming over from OKC. Very nice little acquisition here. I think he's going to be really good in today's video. You have Grant Williams, former guy on the Mavs team as well. We got rid of him after half a season, but he's here on the Hornets, and he's probably going to be a nice sort of role player for us. Cody Martin, he's also going to be probably a nice sort of role player for us. I don't think he's going to be here long term. And then obviously the other important player here is Nick Smith Jr. I think we might try and play him in front of Curry and Mitsic just to get him some minutes. We have TJ Salon, who was selected for, where did he go? 6 overall by the Hornets. It was their first selection. I think we're going to get him some minutes today as well. So might have to figure out some positional changes. And then obviously everyone else here, I don't think we're going to get much time into. But yeah, this is going to be a really interesting rebuild. I'm going to look and see if there's any trades for Miles Bridges, but if not, we might trade him at the deadline. I'm just going to set this rotation and then we'll do a little bit of an update. Okay, the first trade we're going to try and do is we're going to try and trade Miles Bridges and Cody Martin with a couple first-round picks for Jaren Jackson Jr. And we're also going to eat the contract of Luke Kennard. He's not going to get any time for us, but he's contracted for another year, so it is what it is. But I'm going to offer potentially 2 first-round picks. Now, for some reason, we have this Mavericks first-round pick. I think that might be for the Grant Williams, PJ Washington trade. So I'm happy to include that as well. So 2 first-round picks, Miles Bridges, Cody Martin. And Miles Bridges is having a pretty down year. Jaren Jackson is having an okay year, but he can come in and just play that defensive piece. We don't really need him. We need him at the power forward, but we don't really need him to score an insane amount. So we're going to see if they will do this deal. I don't think they're going to. We might have to include 1 more first round pick. And are they? They're not. Okay, so what if we did include potentially like another player? What if we threw like Seth Curry in here? Are they going to be, okay, they're going to be over. All right, I'm happy to throw 1 more first round pick in here. So we got our first round pick in 2027. We've got a Heat lottery protected pick here in 2027 as well. I will throw that in. That might have some value for the Hornets, for the Grizzlies, sorry. Let's see if they'll accept this. And they will. Okay, so we get an immediate upgrade here at the power forward spot. I'm really happy with Jaren Jackson Jr. He's not going to be playing the center spot. He goes down 1, but that's fine. So that's awesome for us. I really like that, that he's going to be playing that power forward spot. We do need to upgrade, change his backup position. Let's have a look. So, oops, that will be center. So what's his shot tendency as well? It's a 90. So yeah, I'm happy with him being a 90. I think that makes us much better. Is there another move to pull off? I'm going to have a look and see. Cody Martin's gone. We need a shooting guard to either start or play behind Trey Mann. So I'm going to try and get Malik Monk, who is now on the Golden State Warriors. So I'm going to see if they'll do Luke Kennard and Grant Williams. I don't think they will. We may have to include a pick here, but I am completely fine with that. We'll just see if they will do this, and they won't. So that's fine. I completely thought they weren't going to do this. So let's add this Pelicans second rounder. Let's add this 76ers second rounder, and let's just add this. Let's send the Warriors second rounder back. Let's see if they'll do this trade, and they will. So perfect. We make a few big upgrades here on the team. Malik Monk is going to start over Trey Mann, but yeah, I'm going to set this rotation. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Okay, so for some reason, the end of the season wasn't as good as I thought. Maybe we made too many moves. We're going okay, and I think the two big acquisitions kind of maybe set us back, but that's okay. Luka wins the MVP, first of his career. Reese Shea is Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Armin Thompson. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Wemby. Most Improved, goes to Armin Thompson. Close Player of the Year goes to LaMelo Ball, so we get an award winner here, and Chris Finch is your coach, and then the Timberwolves are the coach and executive of the year. So do we get anyone here on any of these teams? We do not. We get LaMelo Ball on all NBA third team, which is nice to see. I don't think we're going to get anyone on any of these other teams. We do get TJ Salon here on all rookie first team, which is nice to see. So I think we missed out on the playoffs, which is a little bit frustrating considering we made those big moves, but it sets us up for next year to be a good team, and we can potentially make some moves in this offseason. So we were led by LaMelo Ball, 24 points, Jaren Jackson, 19. Brandon Miller was really good with 17. He took a big step, about the same. Yeah, and not really a big jump, but hopefully next year we can get him some more ball in his hands, and with development he'll be good. And Malik Monk was also really nice for us as well, which is good to see. Mark Williams, Josh Green, Trey Mann, Nick Smith Jr., Nick Richards, TJ Salon. So maybe our six-man option and maybe a backup small forward. Even our center, maybe we need to look for another center. We need some more points maybe out of Mark Williams, but that's okay. So rebounds were led by Mark Williams and assists by LaMelo Ball. So let's see who wins this season. And we don't actually have a first-round pick this year, so that's also very frustrating. It might be lottery protected. I might have to look into that. But Anthony Edwards and Jaylen Brown, your Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals MVPs. And it's the Boston Celtics just choked a 3-1 lead. And Anthony Edwards is your Finals MVP. So, okay, heading into the offseason, this is going to be really important for us. So, LeBron James, Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Russ Westbrook, a lot of retirees here. So draft lottery is going to be interesting. I don't think we own our first round pick. It might be lottery protected. I'm hoping it's lottery protected because we didn't make the playoffs. And it looks like we are going to have the 11th pick. Okay, so it is lottery protected, which is fine. So we can pick in this year's draft, or we can use it to trade. I'm not too sure. I think I might draft with it and see how things go. And we're going to obviously keep Charles Lee around too. So we're not going to get a Cooper Flag. We're not going to get anyone amazing like that. We do need a backup small forward, which I know Liam McNeely can play, and he develops really nicely there. So I think that's a no-brainer pick. And I think we have another second-round pick. So we have 41. So let's just pick up Trevon Brazile. I like him. Like the sound of that. And that's two good players to add to the team. Probably no one that's going to play. So Dylan Harper goes number 1. Ace Bailey number 2. Caden Malark number 3. And the Rockets get Cooper Flag number 4. That's insane. He fell so far. So did Nolan Trier. So did VJ Edgecombe. We could have moved up a little bit, but I'm happy with Liam McNeely. So it kind of means Josh Green could be expendable here. Unsure what we could get for him. We're going to let Micic walk away unless we can use him as a trade. We might just bring him in as a trade piece, sign and trade. I'm fine with that. So qualifying offers. We'll bring back KJ Simpson. We'll just let all these guys go. Thanks for your service here on the Hornets. So we don't have anyone here to re-sign in free agency. So that's one thing we don't have to worry about. And I'm going to maybe look around the league and see who needs probably a backup point guard. And then maybe look to see if we can move Josh Green on and upgrade our bench a little bit. Okay, as much as I said I like Nick Richards on this team, I think he becomes expendable with this trade. We trade Josh Green and Micic for a first-round pick in 2026, which could be very valuable. And we get Jalen Smith, who's a nice backup center who can really complement what Mark Williams does. I'm going to pop this trade. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to see what we could get for Nick Richards. We're going to see what we can get for Nick Richards. his service on this team has been really good. Like, I'm really happy with him, and we might even see what we can get for Trevon Brazil as well. I don't think he's going to be ever used in this. So we get Dalen Terry and another first-round pick from the Bulls. They want their first-round pick back here, so I don't think there's going to be much that we're going to get back, which is okay. Someone for Tekio and a first-round pick's interesting. That's not too bad. We can definitely use those in trades. And the Spurs are offering us 2 first-round picks, which we could definitely load up in a big trade this offseason if we really need to. If we need like a better center. I actually am not against doing that trade. I think we're going to pop that trade with the Spurs. I don't love doing this, but it is what it is. Thank you, Nick Richards, for all the work on this team. Thank you, Trevon Brazil. Thank you, the Spurs. We get some picks, so I'm happy with that. I don't think we're going to sign anyone here. We're just going to make sure we bring back all our players. None of these guys are really going to bring back, so I'm happy with moving on to player progression. Hopefully this treats us well. Hopefully we can see some player movement, and we did pick up some good players at the trade deadline, so that's one thing we need to worry about. So LaMelo Ball's up to an 89 overall. Jaren Jackson's an 87. Brandon Miller up to an 85. Mark Williams up to an 82. Malik Monk's an 80. Trey Mann 78. Nick Jr. 78. It goes up 6. So this team is looking really nice for next year. I'm very excited. I'm either going to go all the way through to the end of the season, or I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. The rotation is going to be pretty much as per last year, but Liam McNeely and Jalen Smith are going to get some minutes, but I will see you guys at the end of year 2. Okay, 42 and 40. Not the worst, but not the best. Luka back-to-back MVPs. Rookie of the Year goes to Dylan Harper. We have Dante DiVincenzo, 6th Man of the Year, which is a very possible thing to happen. Wemby is the Defensive Player of the Year. Bones Highland most improved, which is interesting. He's turning into a pretty decent player, actually. Could be someone we try and acquire. John Morant is Clutch Player of the Year, and the Dallas Mavericks get Coach of the Year through Jason Kidd. So I don't think we're going to get anyone on any of these teams this year. Maybe Liam McNeely, and we do here on All Rookie second team. So very interesting stuff. I don't think we make the play-ins, and we do as the 7th seed. Okay. I'm not sure what's going to happen. We've got Jaren Jackson Jr. who doesn't want to re-sign with us, which is a bit of a pain. And we have a bit of a logjam at points. Mark Williams definitely improved, but he was playing as the backup towards the end of the year, which is really interesting. We decided to switch Jaren Jackson back to center, and there was some improvement there. There was, and Brandon Miller definitely improved himself, but the Melo Ball scoring fell away for some reason. And then Trey Mann, Nick Smith Jr., Liam McNeely, these guys didn't really do too much. So I think we might be really active in this offseason. I think we might have to make some big moves. So let's see. Do we get past Chicago? We do. Okay, so we end up as the 7th seed here, coming up against Cleveland. So this is going to be really interesting. I don't think we're going to get past Cleveland. Jarrett Allen might be someone that we have to target in the offseason. So game 1 against the Cavs, we lose. Game 2 against the Cavs, we lose. Game 3 against the Cavs, we lose. And we are literally going to get swept. And we do. We get swept. Okay. So we don't make playoffs. We make the play-ins. And then we get swept like that, and it's going to be Luka versus Donovan Mitchell in the finals, and the Mavs get it done in 7. So very big offseason coming for us. Very, very big offseason. We do have a pick, which is important, and Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Steph Curry retire. Wow. Okay, there's some big retirees there. Okay, so we end up with the 18th overall pick. Okay. And the 15th overall pick via Chicago. So we did eliminate them. We did get 15. So we have a couple picks we can look to trade, which is going to be important because I think we are going to trade those picks. Do we keep Charles Lee around? Who else is around in the league that we... Okay, I'm sorry, Charles Lee. I'm sorry. You're probably a decent guy, but when Staffer, when Missoula, when all these guys are here, when Jason Kidd is around... we'll offer Underwood a contract too, and then we've got one more. Do we offer? Do we try to get Popovich? Pop would be quite nice. Let's offer Popovich a role as well. Let's see. Do we get any of these guys? No. Okay. All right. That's bad. Okay. So Michael Staffer's mulling it. He's thinking about it. He's tentative and he's rejecting it. Okay. Shit. Trent Pedersen's here. We'll offer him. I don't really know who else is here. we might be in a bit of trouble. Will Hardy's here. I don't hate that. Brian Keefe is here. We'll offer Brian Keefe. I think we just need to offer everyone we can a contract, honestly. And then is anyone else here that we could offer a contract to? Brooke Brown, Oliver Gordon. Yeah, Darvin Ham is here. I think we made a mistake. I think we made a big mistake. Logan Schmidt's ratings aren't that bad. Let's just see if we get any of these guys. And we get Will Hardy. Okay, so that's fine. It's not the end of the world. NBA draft time. Now, are we going to draft or are we going to use these picks? Or are we going to use these picks as a trade, I was going to say. Do we potentially want to see what we can trade? I think we might have to. I think we might have to. Like, we're going to have to bring back Nick Smith Jr. We're going to have to bring back Malik Monk and everyone signed. Lee McNeely. Brandon Miller, we're going to have to re-sign. Okay. I think we draft with these picks and we can use these guys as in a trade. I think that's what we're going to do. So with pick 15, we are going to select Isaiah Hartwell seems not that great. Dwayne Wade Hall of Fame. Okay, perfect. The potential of that guy should be through the roof. We've got pick 18 as well. Hartwell's still here. Kareem Lopez is still here. Another pretty decent comparison there. Caden Boozer's here. Okay, we'll take Caden Boozer. And then I think we have a couple second round picks. Maybe one. And we'll chuck it at Chuck Samuels. Okay, cool. So we get some interesting young players to potentially use in trades, which I'm completely fine with. And then team player options. We're going to bring back everyone here. And then qualifying offers. We need to bring back Mark Williams. And yeah, Mark Williams is going to be our main focus. So we don't have bird rights on Jaren Jackson Jr. We do, and he wants $50 million. Wow. Okay. That might be either a sign and trade, and he's unrestricted as well. Wow. All right. That's going to be very interesting to see what we do there. So, is he worth bringing back? That's the question. He might be worth signing and trading. And I think I might be happy with signing and trading him. So Mark Williams on $24 million a year. Oh man, this team is going to get really expensive. I think we just offer him. And then Jaren Jackson, we sign. We'll see if he'll do 4 years at maybe 44 mil. That's a lot of money for Jaren Jackson Jr. Would he do 3 for 40? No, I don't think he will. Okay, we'll see if he'll do 4 for $44 million, and we'll see if we can trade him. Hopefully he accepts that. That's a lot of money, but he's unrestricted. We could have waited till we had an offer, but I think we'll see if we can bring him back. So Mark Williams is going to come back. Jaren Jackson Jr. has decided to sign with the Detroit Pistons. So we just lost Jaren Jackson Jr. for nothing. There was actually no trades that I liked as well. And we just lost Jaren Jackson. Okay. We're in a bit of trouble here. We are in a bit of trouble because we don't have a power forward. And we could definitely look to pick up a power forward, which I think we might have to, but I don't think we're going to have like any money to spend. Like Aaron Wiggins got waived. Peyton Watson's here. Bol here. Monty Kamara's here, but none of these guys are really going to set the world on fire. Okay, maybe we just pick up. Let's just offer Aaron Wiggins a contract and see if he'll accept that. So he's going to accept that. We don't have any room. Okay, I'm going to see if we can make some trades. Okay, we're going to talk to the Bulls and see if we can trade Malik Monk and Chuck Samuels for Patrick Williams and a 2030 first round pick. Unsure if they're going to do this or not. We may have to throw in like a couple seconds, which I'm fine doing. And then we can definitely use that first round pick for a bigger trade. So we're here. I think this might get done. I like Patrick Williams as a starting power forward. Malik Monk is going to get overtaken by TJ Salon, and we also just signed Caden Boozer. So I think Malik Monk's time here is done, so we're going to go for Patrick Williams, and they're not going to say yes. They're willing to throw in another first-round pick for a second-round pick. They're giving us back our pick. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll do that. Done. So we bring in a nice little piece to replace Jaren Jackson. Not insane, but it is what it is. Oh, sorry, this guy. Jalen Harrelson is going to replace Malik Monk. So we've got Caden Boozer, who we can still move. And then I think we're going to potentially look at moving on from... Maybe we can have Mark Williams as a backup. Depends if we can make the money work, but I think we need a backup at this center position. So I am going to see if we can move Jalen Smith back to the center spot, and then we might look to trade him. Does Caden Boozer go up as if we switch him to shooting guard? He does. Okay, so that's more value for us. All right, I am going to have a look and see what we can make work. I'm going to go for a big center. Someone that might break the bank, but I'm okay trading a bunch of things, a bunch of assets for them. So we're going to throw in, do we go Caden Boozer or do we go... Ooh. I kind of like the idea of trading Caden Boozer. Okay, we'll go Caden Boozer in this trade. And then we'll also go Jalen Smith. The money's not going to work. Okay. So do we potentially then throw Mark Williams in this trade? So we go Mark Williams... And then we go, I'm happy with Smith being the backup. Do we then throw Caden Boozer in here? I like Jalen Harrison just a little bit more. I think his potential could be important to us. This is very difficult. This is very, very difficult. So B's, like, he's an okay player. Caden Boozer's... Yeah, I think we're going to offer Caden Boozer in this trade. I mean, if we can keep Caden Boozer and we can offer up this lottery protected Bulls pick, and then maybe the Bulls pick we got in 2030, is this going to get it done for Jarrett Allen? No. Okay. I'm very scared. I don't know what to do. Okay. I am willing to put Caden Boozer in this trade, but we're going to keep this lottery protected pick. We might even keep both these picks. Is this going to be worth it? Let's see. Will they accept this for Jarrett Allen? They're not going to. Okay. We're not offering LaMelo Ball. No way. Okay. I'll offer this 2030 Bulls pick. And they accept. So we get a massive upgrade at the center spot. I'm really happy with that. Our team, LaMelo Ball, Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith's going to make a big jump next year. Trey Mann and Harrison. I think Harrison's going to be a nice addition. Trey Mann is going to be the shooting guard, which we could even upgrade. There might be a chance we look to upgrade that. Patrick Williams, CJ Salon, Jarrett Allen, and Jalen Smith. I mean, we have to look at what we can possibly do. Okay, there was nothing really of note there. I think we might wait till the trade deadline. I think we might see if we can maybe snag someone here. So Killian Hayes is still here. Nikhil Alexander-Walker is still here. Fontecchio is here. Finney Smith's here. Trey Lyles. No one amazing. No one we can... Nick Richards is here. We could obviously bring him back and maybe trade him, but no, we're just going to go to player progression. This is the last year, so we might stop at the trade deadline and see if we can cook up a blockbuster. But yeah, we've got lots of player progression coming through here. I'm really happy with that. I think we just set our rotation and we just hope to see some big things happen. It's going to be a big year. It's going to be a big year. This is not the Brooklyn Nets rebuild. I don't know what happened with the Brooklyn Nets rebuild. That was just insane luck. Chicago has been, so Charlotte Hornets has been a lot harder, but I'm hoping this last year in charge with the new center in town, Trey Mann now starting, Brandon Miller and Lonzo Ball going to be getting 35 minutes each. I'm going to play around with this a little bit, but yeah, they're the starters that we're going to choose from, and then we'll set the rotation and we'll see how things go. We're 25 and 24 at the moment. I've thrown Trey Mann, Jalen Smith, and a first round pick, the Bulls lottery protected pick, in the trade finder, and we've got ourselves Armin Thompson here. I think, and Jalen Williams, we get Jalen Williams as well. I think this trade could be something we pull off. Is there another backup center here that we could potentially bring in? Clint Capella could be really good. He could be really good. I'm willing to put in... Do we not have the money? Oh, no. Okay. Can we make up this money somehow? Javon Carter. Okay. Okay. Oh, 7 million. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we can't make this work. Because Jalen Williams is on $14 million. That's insane. Okay. Is there anyone else that I want on this team? Maybe we could throw in a bunch of seconds. Like Jalen Green could be amazing. I don't know. I don't think so. Tari Easton. No, none of these guys really jump out at me. Jabari Smith would be insane as an upgrade over. Like, is that even like a possibility? If we throw Patty Williams in here, I don't think so. Yeah, we're way over. Okay. All right. Well, I'm fine doing this trade. I think Jalen Williams could be serviceable. He's the same rating, but we get a big boost with Armin Thompson. I'm happy to do this trade. They're not willing to do it now. We get Clint Capella in this trade. Okay. Look, this is our last year in charge. I'm fine doing that. We're going to pop that trade. Let's have a look and see how this affects the lineup. So Armin Thompson goes straight in, which is, yeah, that's fine. Patty Williams is still here. Capella, they want to start Capella or have Capella play 20 minutes, which is fine by me. We're going to play the Rook over the Jalen Williams, who we just acquired, which I'm fine doing that. And then, yeah, I think this is a good team now. Let's go. Let's see the end of the year. Hopefully we make the playoffs. Hopefully we can win at least a conference final. 49-33 is the end results, and I'm happy with that. I think that's a great result considering where we were at the middle of the year. Darren Fox on the Mavs is your most improved player. That's or most valuable player. That's insane. Rookie of the year goes to Cameron Boozer. We traded Caden, not Cameron. AJ Banser is your sixth man of the year. Wemby is your depoy. Most improved goes to Nolan Trayor and the Wizards. And cost player of the year goes to Tyrese Halliburton. Coach of the year goes to Jason Kidd. So we're coming up against the Mavs, who might be very scary. Do we get anyone on any of these teams? We get LaMelo Ball on all NBA second team, which is great to see. Do we get anyone on any of these teams? It doesn't look like we do, which is unfortunate. Okay, cool. So what does that make us then? We are the third seed, so that's not too bad. I'm happy with that. Player stats here. We've got Brandon Miller leading the way now. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. LaMelo Ball, 23 points, 5 and 9. We've got Jarrett Allen, 13 and 9. Armin Thompson, 13, 8 and 7, which is amazing to see. Nick Smith Jr. off the bench, 11. Patty Williams, 11, 3 and 1. And everyone else has just been playing their part really nicely. So I'm quite happy with that. I think we might have to just pop this into I think we might just have to go an 8-man rotation off the rip. I want to make it as far in these playoffs as we can. So hopefully we can actually win. They want to play Liam McNeely, which I'm fine, and Clint Capella. So I'm going to just drop these minutes down for these guys. And then we're going to play our starters a whole lot of minutes. So we'll go 40 to LaMelo, sorry. And we'll go 35 to Armin Thompson. We'll go 33 and 32, I think. Or maybe 35 and 32. Okay, I'm terrified. These paces are normally pretty good in these simulations. So they got Halliburton, Nemhard, Neesmith, Jarris Walker, Miles Turner, and Herb Jones. They picked up Herb Jones. It was nice to see. So we win game 1. Oh, I didn't mean to sim that, but that's fine. And we win in 6. Okay, cool. So we come up against Orlando, who have Suggs, Trey Johnson, Franz Wagner, Paolo, Wendell Carter, and Anthony Black. Not too many changes there. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Magic. And then Game 4 goes to the Magic. So we've got a series here. Game 5 goes to the Magic. We're not going home now. Come on, boys. We can do it. We can do it. I believe. And we make a Game 7. Okay, we force a Game 7. Come on, LaMelo. Please pull something magic out of the hat. And it looks like we are going to get blown out, which is a very big shame. We almost come back. Oh, we lose by 2. Oh, man. That is insane. We lose by 2. We came back. And it's the Magic going up against the Pels. Paolo versus Zion. And Zion wins in 5. I kind of want to run this back exactly the same as what we had it. I'm going to see if we can do that. 51 and 31. What an amazing way to end our final year in charge. No more redos after this. Shea is your MVP. Carter Bryant, Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Liam McNeely. Okay, that's awesome to see. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Wemby. Caleb Wilson, Most Improved. And Wemby is your Clutch Player of the Year, with Chris Finch getting the Coach of the Year. Do we get LaMelo on any of these teams? It doesn't. We do. We get him on a third team. Okay, so that's great to see. I don't think we get... Oh, we get Armand Thompson here and all defensive second team too. Okay, so that's awesome. I'm very happy with that. We end up being the 4th seed. So a little bit of a step back compared to last year, even though we won more games. But maybe the East is a bit more competitive. Melo Ball, Brandon Miller, Armand Thompson, Liam McNeely, Nick Smith Jr., Jarrett Allen. You know, the same old, same old. So we're going to drop this down to an A-man rotation again. I think we shrink the bench utilization a little bit more as well and see what they want to do. So Nick Smith Jr., Liam McNeely, and Harrelson are going to get the minutes, which I think we might need. I think we might need a big man in there. TJ Salon's he's had a pretty good year. Harrelson's had a pretty good year too. Okay, maybe we just go with scoring. We'll see what works. So we'll come up against the Toronto Raptors first up. If we get eliminated, I'm going to be really sad. I'm hopefully we don't get eliminated quickly. Jackson, Jacoby Walter, Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Grady Dick. Hopefully we win. If not, I'll be really sad. And it looks like we lose in 7. Oh my God. What a failure of a video. I'm sorry, Hornets fans.